Hello students, greetings from Indore Public School. In the last lecture, we have discussed about various phases of menstrual bleeding, and we have studied various phases on the basis of the diagram, right? I told you, let me show you the diagram again. I told you it is very important, and the complete or a part of this diagram, a part means either it can show the uterine events or the ovarian hormone level, okay, or the ovarian events or the pituitary hormone levels. A particular part can be shown, and accordingly questions can be asked, right? So it is very necessary to understand this diagram. Fine. Now let us talk about each phase separately. Fine, though we have already understood it through the diagram, but then when we will study them separately, it will be like a revision, right? So menstrual phase or the bleeding period, it is the first phase of menstrual cycle. It is that phase in which the bleeding occurs, right? So it lasts for 3 to 5 days. Fine. Now what happens during this stage? The endometrial lining breaks down, right? As we know that endometrial lining is richly supplied with blood vessels. So when that endometrial lining will break down, the blood vessels will render open, right? And it will lead to the release of blood and mucus. Fine. So bleeding occurs through the vagina, as you can see in the diagram. Fine. Now when it will occur? It will occur if fertilization does not occur, right? Why? Because if fertilization will occur, the LH will not regress. Fine, LH will maintain its identity. LH level will remain high. Fine. If LH level will remain high, then corpus luteum will not degenerate. Corpus luteum will maintain, and due to that progesterone level will be high. Fine. So during menstrual bleeding, what happens to the hormone levels? The LH level starts reducing. Fine. Due to less amount of LH, due to reduction in the amount of LH, right? Corpus luteum starts degrading. It leads to autolysis. Autolysis means self breakdown of corpus luteum occurs. Now when corpus luteum will degrade, progesterone level will decrease, because corpus luteum only produces progesterone. तो corpus luteum जब degrade हो जाएगा तो progesterone level भी decrease होगा, right? So it will lead to breakdown of the endometrium. Fine. And menstrual bleeding will start. Fine. If menstrual bleeding does not occur, it indicates pregnancy. Mostly it indicates pregnancy. Fine. Now the next phase, that is a follicular phase. Fine. What happens during the follicular phase? Follicular phase is followed by the menstrual phase. Fine. So we can say it starts from day 5 or day 6 to the day 14. Day 14, as we have discussed, ovulation will occur. Fine. So after menstrual phase, follicular phase will start, right? Now during this phase, the regeneration of endometrium takes place. Fine. We know that endometrium degrades during menstrual bleeding. So the size of the endometrium becomes very less, as you can see the diagram given at the diagram given at the base, right? After bleeding phase, you can see the endometrial lining becomes very thin. Fine. So it is a proliferative phase, so in which there is proliferation of the endometrium. The endometrium regenerates, right? Now if we talk about the level of the gonadotropins, that is the level of the pituitary hormones. Fine. So you can see that the level of LH increases slowly. Fine. And it attains a peak on the 14th day. Fine. This peak is known as LH surge. Fine. Slowly also we can see slight reduction in the level of FSH as the follicles start growing, है ना, क्योंकि FSH का फंक्शन क्या है, वी हैव डिस्कस्ड। FSH जो है वो फॉलिकल डेवलपमेंट में हेल्प करता है। FSH helps in development of the follicle. Now as follicles will develop, it will lead to a slight reduction in the FSH, but on the 14th day, that is the ovulation day, FSH also increases, right? We can see a peak in the FSH also on the 14th day. Fine. Now as FSH will the effect of FSH is to stimulate the development of the follicles, right? So we can see in the follicular cycle, we can see the follicles develop till the 14th day, and on the 14th day the walls of the follicle, they rupture and ovulation occurs, right? So as the follicles will increase, the level of estrogen hormone will also increase. ठीक है, जो प्रोजेस्टेरॉन और ईस्ट्रोजन के लेवल्स शो हो रहे हैं डायग्राम में, उसको आप देखोगे कि धीरे धीरे ईस्ट्रोजन का लेवल जो है वो इंक्रीज होता है और 14th डे पे वो अपने मैक्सिमम पीक पे आता है, राइट? सो व्हाई डज इट अकर? बिकॉज ईस्ट्रोजन हार्मोन इज रिलीज्ड बाय द फॉलिकल्स, एंड एज फॉलिकल्स विल डेवलप, more and more estrogen will be released, and it falls suddenly after ovulation. Okay, so through this diagram we should understand the levels of the ovarian hormone as well as the pituitary hormone during the follicular phase, right? Also you should understand what is LH surge and what does it lead into, right? What is LH surge? A rapid secretion of LH leads to a high level of LH on the 14th day. This leads to rupture of the follicle and release of the ovum. This is known as ovulation, and at this time we can also observe a peak in the level of FSH as well as estrogen, right? Now the third phase, as we know, is the luteal phase or the secretory phase, right? So this phase will begin after ovulation. That is, we can say from 15th day to 28th day is the luteal phase or the secretory phase. Fine. Now what happens in this phase? The Graafian follicle after rupturing, the follicle cells, they transform into corpus luteum. What is corpus luteum? Corpus luteum is a yellow colored small structure, right? And that corpus luteum releases the hormone progesterone. Fine. What is the function of progesterone? Progesterone का function क्या है? Progesterone जो है वो एंडोमीट्रियम को मेंटेन करता है, एंडोमीट्रियम को प्रोलिफरेट करता है, ग्रो करता है और उसको मेंटेन रखता है. एंडोमीट्रियम इज वेरी वेरी एसेंशियल फॉर द प्रोटेक्शन ऑफ द embryo, right? So this endometrium, the development and maintenance of endometrium will lead to maintenance of pregnancy. If this endometrium is shed, the ovum or the zygote will also be shed, the embryo will be shed, right? So if there is fertilization, then the corpus luteum is maintained due to increased amount of LH, right? And this corpus luteum will release large amount of progesterone, which will maintain the uterus lining, right? Now if fertilization occurs, so that's what we have discussed, corpus luteum will grow, it will maintain, right, due to large amount of LH, and pregnancy will be maintained. Now there will be no menstrual cycle. Why? Because there is no bleeding, right? So we say that stopping of menstrual cycle is an indication of pregnancy, right? Now if fertilization does not occur, right, then the Graafian follicle, which has transformed to corpus luteum, this corpus luteum will start degrading. ठीक है, why it will degrade? corpus luteum क्यों degrade होगा? क्योंकि LH डिक्रीज होगा अगर फर्टिलाइजेशन नहीं होता है. इफ LH will degrade, the corpus luteum will degrade, and as a result the progesterone hormone level will also reduce, as we know that progesterone level is very high during pregnancy, right? So this progesterone level will become less as corpus luteum has degraded. The corpus luteum forms corpus albicans, right? Corpus albicans is another small body present in the ovary. Fine. So this corpus luteum will form corpus albicans, right? Now, as we know, the first menstrual bleeding is called menarche. Similarly, after 45 to 50 years, menstrual bleeding stops. Fine. Now you should understand why does it stop. When we discussed oogenesis, we have I told you that in females the number of follicles and the number of ova are already decided, right? During the growth phase, during the multiplication phase, the germinal epithelium undergoes mitosis and they form the oocyte, they form the oogonia, right? And the number of oogonia are fixed. Fine. Now till the girl, this happens during embryonic stage, until the girl attains puberty, large number of them, they rupture, they degenerate, right? So how many oogonia, how many primary oocytes are remaining at the time of puberty, that will decide till how many years this menstrual cycle will last, right? After all the oocytes are finished, they are done, right? There is no further ovulation. Fine. And no further ovulation, so menstrual bleeding also stops. This condition is known as menopause, right? So we can say that in females the reproductive period starts from menarche and it ends at menopause, right? So this is a reproductive phase of females. Fine. And this cyclic menstruation, it indicates that the normal reproductive cycle is going on. Fine. So these are the 3 stages of menstrual cycle. Fine. Now students, this topic is very, very important, right? Study it well. Fine. In the next class we will study about fertilization as well as implantation. Thank you. Have a nice day. Stay at home and stay safe.